important safety recall was announced last December. Blenders were cutting people and catching on fire.
Yeah, a Utah woman has been waiting for a replacement blender ever since this whole thing. Worried it may never actually come. That's when it was time to get Gephardt.
It was a hot stocking stuffer item last Christmas, the BlendJet 2. There was just one problem.
Like 5 days after we received it, it was recalled.
Yeah, the company determined that certain units can overheat or catch fire and the blades can break, posing fire and laceration hazards to consumers. Now, not all the units were impacted. This one, given to her brother, works fine. But the one that their grandma gave to her, Aubrey Dyson was ordered to destroy.
I went through all the proper steps to recall it and sent them pictures of it destroyed, and then they never sent it back to me.
That's right. For a replacement, Aubrey was told she needed to wait a few weeks. Then she was told she needed to wait a few weeks more.
They are working on it. And then I asked for an update of how much longer it's going to be, and then I get no response back.
Now, almost a year later, Aubrey's patience has run out, especially because she keeps receiving advertisements like these from the company all the time, asking if she wants to buy a new blender.
I feel kind of ignored and like not prioritized for their company. They're more worried about selling new blenders and not replacing the ones that have already been sold.
Aubrey asked me to investigate. I reached out to BlendJet on Aubrey's behalf through the public relations firm that handled that recall. A short time later, I heard back from BlendJet's assistant priority support manager, who told me a full replacement is heading her way immediately as a goodwill gesture to apologize for the delay.
The design of it is that you can just pour your stuff into it, take it, and go.
Sure enough, less than 1 day later, Aubrey received a tracking number that hers is in the mail. With any luck, she will be able to use last year's Christmas present by this Christmas.
Now, there is typically no end date to a product recall, but there are also no rules about how long a company has to fulfill a recall. We see it all the time with cars, for example. There'll be a recall, but when you contact the dealership, they say they simply don't have the parts. Could be weeks, months, maybe even years. If you got something you want me to look into, let me know about it. The number 385-707-6153, or you can email me, Matt@ksl.com.